Hey, it's your girl, Diamond Drip, bringing you the business strategies and personal development insights you need in 15 minutes or less. What's your purpose? How do you unlock prosperity? Where do you thrive best? These are all questions that I found the answers to in Gene Keys. For those of you who don't know, Gene Keys is a system that was created by someone named Richard Rudd. It helps us understand how trauma shows up and how it can actually be transformed into a gift. In human design, when you look at the complete Rave Mandala, you'll see the outer ring, which comes from the ancient science of I Ching, has 64 hexagrams. These correspond to the 64 gates within your body graph. These 64 hexagrams have an association directly aligned with our genetic code, the codons. Gene keys you can think of as a sort of spin-off of human design, looking directly at the defined gates and how trauma can impact them. When you pull your heliogenetic profile in Gene Keys, you'll see that each gate has a shadow, a gift, and a city. The shadow is a challenge that you'll have to surmount. The gift is a creative attribute to develop within you. And the city is a transcendent realization of this gift. For example, in my Venus sequence, which is all about love of self, love for other people, etc., I have defined gate 22, which has the shadow of dishonor. It has the gift of graciousness and the city of grace. When I first started to look into the deep intricacies of this gate, first, I found it profound. During my psilocybin mushroom clinical trial, I say and have said in multiple interviews that it was through that trial that I learned self-compassion, self-grace, self-forgiveness. And so to see that part of the work that I did when I was in that subconscious state during the dosing day experience, I was actually transforming this shadow of dishonor. I was able to accept personal responsibilities for some things. I was able to make peace and let go of some things. And so to know that before I even found Gene Keys or human design or anything in between, I was already on my path to embracing this graciousness, this grace, because I found it. I got a taste of it. And then it became a matter of just putting in the work to stay connected to it. Further than that, when looking at this Gene Key gate, I saw that when I am living in my shadow, pointing the finger, I don't leave room for graciousness. It's through a softened heart and an open mind that I'm able to create deeper understanding and step out of my own judgment, my own narratives that I have. So when you're looking at Gene Keys or human design, a natural question that can arise is which one comes first? Which one do I dive into first? For those who have no awareness or practice with either, I would say Gene Keys. I know that's kind of surprising considering that I said Gene Keys is like a spinoff of human design. But here's why. Gene Keys is a journey. It is through contemplation you're able to come to truths that help you on your journey. It does not give you a step-by-step guide or directions. It just gives you this overall, overarching, bigger picture. It's through human design and experimenting with your strategy and authority that you experience how to live out your purpose on a day-to-day. One of the things that I love about the composite readings that I offer is that I actually give you a peek into both. So during the reading, we look into your human design and we talk about things like how do you best digest food? What are healthy sleep patterns and things for you to do leading up to sleep? But further than your human design, because I found so much value in the report that I pulled for my gene keys, you actually get your gene keys reading. And we spend some time talking about what this means for you. Are you in alignment? So if you haven't booked your reading yet, here are two reasons that you should. First, you're going to avoid the overwhelm that comes with looking at and trying to figure out what it is and what this means for you. For those of you who are listening to this episode, you can't see my background, but my background has my rave mandala chart. It's very complex. It's very overwhelming if you have no idea what these things mean. So that's first, avoiding overwhelm, because in this journey of personal development, the last thing we want is you overwhelmed. We want you energized. We want you full of like vitality. We want you excited to go down this journey, because it's through this journey that you decondition out of old narratives and old stories and limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. The second reason to book your reading is to save time. I love doing these readings with people because it allows me to put all of my knowledge and all of the rabbit holes that I went down to good use, thus saving you time on hours of reading several books, watching videos, and going to webinars, trying to make sense of it on your own. This 90-minute call is for you to dive deep into you and to develop some things that will help you when you're being affected by your not self themes, when you're being affected by your open centers and conditioning. So, diamonddripconsulting.com, somewhere in the middle of that page, you will find 3 types of readings. I encourage you to book the full composite reading. And there is a parent and child one, and I highly encourage that you get yours first before you bring your child's one. But there's also, if you're not quite ready for a full reading, you just want to dip your toes into human design and start there. There's a cheat sheet so that when you pull your chart for the first time, you're not pulling it and wondering, what the heck am I looking at? So no matter if you're ready for a reading or if you just want to dip your toe, there's something there for you. I hope to see you soon. Until next time, my lovely.